Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Game of Thrones. I've just finished work. I ran out to the mailbox thinking, oh, it's a drizzle, I'll be okay. And about 6 steps from the mailbox, it just started pouring. I was like, go figure. So I'm soaked now. Um, should dry before we get done with the disc, but my hair does take forever to dry. And the PJs got a little wet too. But Purdy is now in my lap. She's been waiting for me to hold her all day. She's got ear mites, so she's not a happy old lady right now. And if you see any red on her temples there, I don't know if you can see that red there. That's from her trying to scratch her ears, and she's scratching her temples instead. So we went to the vet yesterday and got some ear drops, which she is not happy about. But she's been wanting to be held because she's not feeling well. So we're going to do that. We're going to watch cat fur fall from the sky. We're going to watch Game of Thrones and see what's going to happen next. And my brain fog has been really bad lately. So I'm not even going to guess at what I remember from last time, other than I remember it was good and I couldn't wait for the next. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what happens next on Game of Thrones. I did have to turn the sound down a little bit because it was hard for me to decipher between when I was speaking, and it was hard to hear me sometimes, and what I was reacting to. So I have turned down the volume a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't upset y'all too much. This is season, are we on 3 or 4? I forget what season we're on. Season 4. Told you the brain fog is bad. Season 4, episode 3. This one is called Breaker of Chains. Not even going to guess about what it is about. So let's just go ahead and get into it, which I've already said. Oh, that's right. Joffrey's dead. How could I repress that memory? I was so happy he was dead. But now it means Tyrion's in trouble, which is who she's yelling at right now. And I froze on an ugly face, didn't I? Hello. What was that? Are you happy Joffrey's dead? I totally forgot about that. I don't know how I could forget it.
Where is she? No one leaves the capital. No one.
I didn't think about Sansa being in trouble. I think I'm yelling. I'll try not to yell too much. I've got it up loud though. Alright, covered her up. That's good. I think we can trust this guy. He really is thankful to her for saving his life. So I think we can trust him. Are we starting to do Pirates of the Caribbean? Or maybe this is a bad option also, but it's less bad than the other place.
Lord Baelish.
Peter,
Ah,
I promised I'd get her to you safely.
Softly, my friend. Voices carry over water.
I should get back.
that's true. We've learned that in Ozark.
First, you'll want your pay. 10,000, was it?
10,000.
This is another bad situation, but not as bad as the other.
You don't want the Queen to
Yeah.
hear, do you? Because he was a drunk and a fool, and I don't trust drunk fools.
Yeah.
Saved me. Saved you, my lady. He followed my
That's not a good
orders,
reason to
every
kill
one
him,
of them.
Baelish.
And he did it all for gold.
I think we'll go back to calling him Littlefinger.
For a time.
Not really liking
I had it
Littlefinger.
made a few weeks ago. You're safe with me. Sailing home.
Home to where? And
Marry
Marjorie,
the Queen?
She didn't get to consummate her marriage.
Less than you would have been if Joffrey had done you the courtesy of consummating the marriage before
Yeah.
dying.
She's had 2 husbands be murdered now.
But they're all a tray of cakes next to death.
I love her.
You may not have enjoyed watching him die, but you enjoyed it more than you would have enjoyed being married to him. I can promise you that.
That's true.
I'm the queen. The next one should be easier.
So is Joffrey's little brother now king, since he didn't have his own
Brother is
heirs?
dead. What kind of king do you think he'll be?
Good king?
I think so as well.
Hopefully a lot better than Joffrey.
But what makes a good king? Hmm?
Not being
Was a
sadistic.
good- He ended up fasting himself into an early grave because food was of this world and this world was sinful.
Just
Don't be too holy.
Good king must be just. Or
Don't
is
be
the
too
first
just.
What about strength?
Yes. Strength.
Don't be too strong.
And he attended 3 small council meetings in 7.
Is the lesson going to be that you've got to be your own king and not try to model yourself after others? Because everybody has their own flaws and their own strengths, and everybody's a target. If Tywin is getting to that point, it's a good point, even though I still don't like Tywin. This younger brother seems to have some compassion and stuff. That's a good sign. Unfortunately, he's also very moldable, it looks like. So, who knows what will happen.
Wisdom is what makes a good king.
Yes. But what is wisdom?
Depends on who you're talking to.
A wise young king listens to his counselors and heeds their advice until he comes of age.
There's that
The
moldable.
wisest kings? The brother was not a
Some
good king.
advisors are terrible.
If he had
Just
been,
ask certain former presidents.
he'd still be alive.
Please give the Queen a moment alone with us. Yes, Lord. All of you.
That's because he wants to talk about his son. I might be wrong.
It was Tyrion. He killed him.
I think Jaime knows that it wasn't
He told me
Tyrion.
he would.
So I was right. That's why he got rid of everybody. He does seem to have more reservations about Tyrion. I was hoping we'd get to avoid this. Oh, okay. Yeah, she did pull away.
Have the gods made me love a hateful woman?
Is he gonna rape her?
Please.
I don't care. I don't care.
Well, he's back to being a terrible man again.
Near Fair Market, I think.
You think? You don't have a map?
Where are they headed?
Leave me go. I want you there as soon as I can. Get my gold.
Oh, that's right.
On my way.
Crazy Sister's
Why
place.
do you care?
I have friends there.
Doubt it.
It's not Rocket.
Blessings to you.
He's never been the same.
She's protecting him.
We don't have much, but any man that bled for House Tully is welcome to it.
She did a
We
good
ask the Father
guess.
to judge us with. We ask the warrior to give us courage in these days of strife and turmoil.
She's eyeing that rabbit stew. Awesome pepper.
And I asked the stranger not to kill us in our beds tonight for no damn reason at all.
Manners are lacking.
Really good.
Did you find the twins? Oban could use a man to help with the farm work. Sally does what she can.
He's not going to be up for
She
that.
can't lift a bale of hay.
What do you pay?
I don't have
Oh.
much.
He's entertaining the
I
idea.
have hidden a bit of silver from the bandits.
Fair wages for fair work.
Oh. She's not going to Crazy Sisters anytime soon.
You don't know that!
I do know it. He's weak. He can't protect himself.
Is she going to stay with him?
They'll both be dead come winter.
Raper.
Oh, she's sticking with him.
Thief and raper.
There he is.
This is back to Holla something. Tywin's place.
About
Or
what?
maybe not.
It's not a very nice word, I suppose.
I don't know.
Makes me sound a bit dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They've got other things to think about.
That's the only thing they think about.
Silly.
I'm not being silly. There's 100 men lying awake at night picturing you.
It's because he is.
I don't know if you're safe here.
She does love his kind of love, doesn't she?
Thieves before they came here. You'd be safer in Molestown.
Molestown?
I'll get these to Hob. Keep an eye on little Sam.
Not all the feathers are off. And is one happy baby. I don't think we've heard it cry except at birth, right? Maybe the night the White Walker was killed.
You're a literary man now. What do you make of that?
Stannis.
They don't have enough men between them to raid a pantry.
I forget who all he cursed. He cursed Joffrey. Didn't he curse Jon Snow? And I forget who the third one was.
You won't be a very good hand if you see the word knight and say Curd Niggins.
That happened once, weeks ago. You're your father's daughter in enormous kingdom. You tend not to be overly concerned with the kind of distinction.
Did he figure out what he needs to do? Apparently.
I need you to write a message.
What's his name?
Sam.
Lovely.
I don't trust her.
No.
I think I would trust the keep more than I would that place.
Gilly.
He's not letting her make her own decisions. Oh, we have, what's his name? Barone? Something like that.
Would you like to sit? No, thank you. Men at war commit all kinds of crimes without their superiors' knowledge.
So you deny involvement in Elias' murder?
Categorically.
I wouldn't trust him further than I can throw him.
Asking me to judge at your son's trial isn't quite as tempting.
I will also invite you to sit on the small council, to serve as one of the new king's principal advisors.
He's got a hidden agenda, doesn't he?
A Targaryen girl has 3 dragons.
And an army.
You're saying you need us. That must be hard for you to admit.
Can he make that decision on behalf of his brother, though?
Podrick.
Yes, my lord.
They'll be following you now.
Who will?
I don't know. They, the ominous they. The men pulling the strings. Or woman, my father. Maybe Joffrey
Anybody.
was too much work for him. I will not have you dying on my behalf. Do you hear me? If I have to take that long walk to the executioner's block, I don't want to see your head already mounted.
My lord.
Pod, I am giving you an order.
I like how he's standing up for him.
Tell him I need him.
If the city's still on lockdown, though, is he going to be able to get out? Thank you.
Never lived a more loyal squire.
I do like how he tried to protect him. Not approving of this. It's not a good hiding place. I didn't think we were going to get her this episode. These are interesting pyramids. More Aztec. I think it's Aztec that have that kind of design. Those are beautiful statues too. So is this the place that she said she was going to take that has slaves?
Are they attacking?
A single
Nope.
rider. A champion of Marine.
She couldn't tell it was a single rider?
Send your own champion against him.
What is he doing?
Well, I believe he means to
Urinate.
I was the last to join your army. I'm not your general or a member of your Queen's Guard or the commander of your ensemble.
Oh, that is supposed to be Fabio.
I come from nothing. And before long, I will return to nothing. Let me kill this man for you.
Very well.
Why did he cut his
We
hair?
have quite an audience.
She is a little worried about him. He's just got to dodge in time. Ah, he's going to throw the dagger. Ah, he killed the horsey. Literal pissing contest.
Dore udroponto sitiman, merijemi I vestran. Ela astropotistan. Astropot
I'm guessing she's talking to the slaves.
dohinyo ingati orzi. Odras mi machan daor. Ideren non machan.
I'll have to look up the translation after this. What's inside the barrels? Metal? Oh, all of the chains and cuffs of the other slaves. Sends a good message. So she's asking them to do the same thing that happened at whatever it was. Valeris? Is that the name of the other place? Where the guy burned to death? That's my guess based on her demeanor and what happened and everything. I'll look it up and see how close I am to guessing what she was saying. This music almost has a Jaws-like sound to it. Just a little bit. That was the end of episode 3, Breaker of Chains. And so the Breaker of Chains is Khaleesi. The chains that they wore around their necks or around their wrists or whatever it might have been that kept them enslaved. I have a feeling she's got more added to her army. Fabio seemed to kill that man, no problem. I don't like the fact that he killed the horse too. I know why he did it though. It was to bring the horse down. So the guy didn't have the height advantage or the speed advantage. Joffrey's dead. I think Jaime would be reasonable with Tyrion and hear him out and all of that. I don't think he believes Tyrion would do it. Because even though he knows that Tyrion hated Joffrey, he also knows that Tyrion was loyal to his family. So I think he's the only one that might feel that way. Tywin has shown he has no pride in Tyrion. We know how Cersei feels. And little bro, we haven't gotten to know him well enough to know his opinion. Arya seems to be sticking with the Hound, even though he is a disgusting person, ethically, morally. I don't know why she's sticking with him. She had an opportunity to stay with the farmer and his daughter and help them. Although she is wanting to get back to her family. I don't know if crazy sister, though, is going to be able to help Ari much. And Ari may not be able to stand her much. So that will be interesting. Everybody keeps talking about the red wedding. Everybody in real life. And it didn't dawn on me that that was that episode. And I think I even read the episode title and still didn't dawn on me that that's one of the episodes everybody talks about. But even in the show, everybody's talking about it too. So I can't remember what my reaction was now. I think I did have some surprise verbally. I don't know if I had it on my face at all. Sansa has gone from one frying pan to another. This frying pan is probably not as hot, but it's still not a good situation for her to be in, especially now that mom and dad are both dead. Littlefinger was devoted to mom, but he sees power and opportunity with Sansa, because with her being the oldest child now, I don't know if all the fortunes go to her, whatever fortunes are left, because Winterfell got destroyed, and people not knowing that Bran's still alive. We didn't touch on them this time. I imagine they're going to pop up next episode. The wall kind of bores me. I realized when it finished the scene where John was like, "We need to kill them all." He didn't say the words "kill them all," but he was basically saying we need to kill them because we're left no choice. Otherwise, the others are going to find out the truth. I realized at the end of all that, I don't think I said anything during that scene. It just kind of bores me. I like Sam and Gilly and the baby. I like that storyline. Sam's not listening to Gilly. He's not letting her have any choice, and I don't think she's any safer where he's dropped her off at. But they're the only ones that interest me at this point at the wall. And it doesn't sound like he's told, well, no, he did tell the others, but they don't believe him about the obsidian. I don't know what they're calling the spearheads and everything, the tools that kill the White Walkers, but they've told people, and it sounds like nobody believes them. Is that all the stories? It's all the stories that are fit to print, right? Thank you for joining me on this one. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.